You don't need to be afraid of life after the narcissist. You may feel like this relationship has drained every last drop of your self-esteem and your energy, but there are plenty of things that you can do to empower yourself and embrace this new chapter. Let's start by getting clear on your boundaries. And I guess the most important boundaries we need to focus on are those around contact with your ex. It might seem that everybody is saying, reinforce your boundaries or go no contact. But there are a few problems with this. One, you may not be able to go no contact because you have children together or you have shared assets, a property or a business. Secondly, it's not easy or straightforward to go no contact. And thirdly, these gurus are not telling you how you can reinforce your boundaries. Let's start by having a look at that scenario where you can't go no contact. You still need to take actions to ensure that you are in control and you allow yourself to be empowered. This means getting crystal clear on what the minimal essential contact looks like. So being clear on the acceptable reasons for which you will contact your ex and they are able to contact you. You need to be clear on how that communication will take place, for example, what app you will use, and you need to have a clear idea of what a reasonable frequency of communication looks like. So you might decide, if you have children in common, that you will communicate only on the app that has been recommended by your lawyer, and the acceptable reasons for communication are strictly arrangements to do with the children and medical emergencies only. If you have business assets or property in common and you need to communicate about these, you can make a list of all the things. It can be quite predictable what you are going to need to communicate about. And you can decide, for example, that communications about these things are only to take place by email, and specify which email address to avoid any confusion. If you need to have some in-person meetings, then you decide what frequency. Is that once a month, once a quarter? And generally it will be better to have a neutral person or a legal professional in attendance. Once you have clearly laid out your boundaries, you have to stick to them. If you deviate even only once, you are setting a precedent, you are creating confusion and setting yourself up for a whole bunch of potential problems. You need to block your ex on all other communication channels and just stick to that one agreed means of communication. This keeps things simple, creates a paper trail that's easy to refer to, and makes sure that you remain empowered and not caught out on the back foot. Remember to use the grey rock approach in all your legitimate communications. This means keeping things businesslike, leaving emotions out of your communications, and not engaging in topics that do not fall within your boundaries. If they somehow manage to get through to you through some other channel, do not respond, not even to tell them to use another email address. If they continue to disrespect your boundaries and arrangements, refer back to your lawyer and ask them to reiterate what has been agreed. Remember that narcissists are experts in manipulation. They will invent emergencies and reasons why they need to break the rules, but in order to remain empowered, you need to stand firm and not be swayed. It will really help you if you have a support network, a good therapist, and a legal professional on your side. If you don't have children in common or shared assets, the best way to empower yourself now as you move into this new chapter is to go no contact. This means taking them off all social media platforms, blocking them on your phone so they can't text you and call you, blocking them on email, really shutting down all channels of communication and not being tempted to just have a peep or to casually ask somebody about your ex. Each time you look for information about your ex, you are disempowering yourself. You're setting yourself back and you're delaying your healing as you come out of this toxic relationship. Harsh as it sounds, it's none of your business what your ex is now doing, who they are doing it with or not doing it with. If you're finding it difficult to close the door on those particular aspects, I've created a visualization pack and there are details in the description that you can check out if you think this would help you. The next step in empowering yourself and embracing this new chapter is to focus on you. This means taking more care of yourself. It means giving yourself permission to explore new hobbies and pastimes. It means giving yourself permission to eat and drink things that you enjoy or maybe think you may enjoy, but you haven't had them for a long time because your ex didn't like them. It can mean giving yourself permission to go to bed when you want, having a duvet day when you want, just starting to get into the habit of thinking about you, because I am 100% sure that you have not been able to do just what you wanted to do for the duration of this toxic relationship. This is your time. This is also your time to begin catching up with old friends, people who may have fallen by the wayside because they didn't fit into this toxic relationship and the plans of the narcissist in your life. If it's been a while or if there were big rifts, be prepared to do this in very small stages and over a period of time. True friends will, when they understand what has been going on, welcome you back with open arms, but be patient. All of the above will re-energize you and rebuild your self-esteem, making sure that you become empowered and ready to embrace your future. If you have any questions or any experiences you'd like to share, you know what to do. Just pop them in the comments and I'll see you next time.